How to spot if an indie game is good or bad. Telling the nature of an indie game can be very hard. For example, you may have downloaded a game that looks good on the store page, but turns out to be janky and bad. The quality of an indie game depends on a lot of stuff like the taste of the gamer and the storyline, but the most important factor is always the developer behind the game. So here are a few types of indie developers and the type of games they produce. Meta developers. These devs basically make games on trending topics or memes. They're usually somewhat skilled, but their games tend to be rushed and lack originality. So basically, they are just riding on whatever is trending at the moment. A good example of this type of game is Steal the Brain Rot. These types of games are super easy to spot. Passion developers. These are the indie devs working on projects they believe to be their life's purpose. Their games are often kinda mid. Not terrible, but not great either. Usually, they jump into the deep end of game development without much experience, which leads to vital features missing from their games. They are taking years to finish a project that a more skilled dev could have done in a few months. Asset flip developers. These developers mainly base their games around assets they downloaded from the internet. These types of games are often pretty bad because their devs lack coding skills. A good example of an asset flip is the game called Only Up. Asset flips look like someone just downloaded a bunch of assets and just slapped them together. The visuals can look cool at first, but the gameplay is very often generic because the scripts, animations, and UI has been used in a ton of other games. Asset flips also lack interactivity due to the lack of coding skills of asset flippers. Asset flips turn out to be usually parkour games or walking simulators.